Tsukinami-Saiにご参列いただきありがとうございました。またご入会ありがとうございます。少しお話をしますね。Thank you for your participation and thank you for becoming a member and supporting us. Now I would like to talk about something. Last month I talked about Obon, which is when we welcome our ancestors visiting us. This month I will talk about Higan or Ohigan, which is when we show our respect and appreciation to our ancestors. Yes, again. In September, we have Autumn Equinox Day. It is on September 22nd this year. In Japan, it is a national holiday. Because of this, we can see how Japanese culture is related to nature. Autumn and Spring Equinox Day, both are national holiday in Japan. Equinox Day is when the length of daytime and the length of nighttime are the same. Because of that, since ancient times, Japanese people have thought that this world and the underworld would get to their closest on that day, and it is easier to reach our appreciation to our ancestors on that day, Equinox Day, Higan. It is kind of like how Obon is a time when we invite our ancestors, and Higan is a time when we walk to approach our ancestors. You might wonder, why do Japanese people value their ancestors so much? In Shinto, which is the basis of Japanese culture, we thought that the ancestors would be the guardian deities of the family, so we would cherish our ancestors. But that's not all. I'm here because I had my parents, and my parents are here because they had my grandparents, and my grandparents were born because they had my great-grandparents, and so on. If you go back to 10 generations, you have 1,024 ancestors. Going back to the 30 generations, there are over 1 billion ancestors. If we lack one in this magnificent relay of life, you would not exist. The ancient Japanese people always thanked nature, which gives us fruitfulness, so they consider that our ancestors give us human fruitfulness, which are descendants. So they showed their respect and appreciation to their ancestors, and that feeling has been passed along from generation to generations as a culture and customs, which is one of our philosophies of Shinto. The word Higan also comes from Buddhism, like Obon. In Buddhism, this word is called as Shigan, which means this side from the river. And the word where the dead go is called Higan, which means the other side of the river, across the Sanzu River. In Buddhism, the Sanzu River is the border between these two worlds, separating the living and the dead. In Shinto, as in mythology, the root country, Ne-no-kuni or Yomi-no-kuni, Kakuryo, is a place where the dead go. It is located somewhere far, far away in the ocean or underground. By the way, my hometown Shimane, which is the hometown of Japanese mythology, we have the place Yomi no Kuni, the underworld. Some of you who may have read Japanese mythology also may remember about the story of Izanagi visited Izanami in Yomi no Kuni underworld, and Izanagi escaped from Yomi no Kuni, then made a border of this world and underworld. The border is the Yomotsu Hirasaka. After Izanagi is back to this world, he did Misogi. Then we got Amaterasu Omikami and Tsukuyomi no Mikoto and Susanoo no Mikoto. I have been at the Yomotsu Hirasaka. Yes, you can visit and walk around the border of this world and underworld. And actually, you can walk into the Yomi no Kuni underworld. We plan to organize the Japanese mythology location tour and Jinja Shinto shrine tour guided by me, Shinto priest. We aim to hold the tour in 2022. So, if you are interested in, please start to save money in a piggy bank. Okay, go back to the name of Higan. So after Buddhism came to Japan, it merged with Japanese indigenous custom Shinto, like Obon, and we now call it Higan or Ohigan. There is a saying in Japan that the heat and cold by equinox. So in this time of the year, the hot weather will end autumn's equinox. Then after that, we start to feel cooler. And in the springtime, we begin to feel the weather getting warmer after spring equinox. Even here in Los Angeles, where we still have some hot days, and this weekend I had it over 100 degrees. So, but where we still have some hot days, but the length of nighttime is getting longer than daytime, and we have some nice temperature. It is the autumn's long night in Japan. The autumn's long night begins the day of the autumn equinox. On the day of equinox, let's show our respect and appreciation for bountiful harvest to nature, as well as over 1 billion ancestors. 1 billion. This is a conclusion of closing talk of September 9月の月並祭. Stay safe and be well. May the 神様 be with you. ありがとうございました。